Hi everybody, it's Dr. D with First Choice Chiropractic. Today I'm going to go over some calf stretches for you. I had a patient just leave the office that inspired me to make this video, and he had said that he does a lot of packaging at his job and he's standing on concrete all day long. And at night he gets home and says, geez, I'm having a lot of calf cramping at night. I'm feeling a lot of tension in those muscles. I think it's just from standing up all day on concrete like that and having to reach and do things with my legs that I'm not really familiar with. But what I'm going to do is go over a couple of stretches that you can do at home using some simple tools so that you can try and alleviate some of this calf cramping on your own. First stretch is a really easy stretch. It's our basic beginner stretch. What we're going to do is I'm going to be stretching my right side here, my right calf. I'm going to face my toes forward towards the wall like this. And what I'm going to do is step forward. You can grab onto the wall, put your hand on it if you'd like. But as you step forward, what you're going to do is plant the other foot and bend the knee, keeping the other rear heel right on the floor like this. Now what happens there, you keep that heel on the floor, you're going to feel that stretch come right up from the heel all the way to the back of the knee here. That's stretching the calf real well. So as we hold any type of a stretch like this, you're going to do 30 to 60 seconds of a stretch, relaxing, allowing that muscle to elongate. Then of course we're going to go to the other side, place that heel on the floor, bring the leg forward, and just bend at the knee and stretch across, trying to basically bring the toes up and stretch out that calf. Now, when I went over this stretch with him, he said, I'm having a lot of tension in there. I feel like it's short and tight and it's really hurting in these areas. So I instructed him to do a little bit of rolling. Rolling, you can use a foam roller on the floor. In the calf, it's a little bit easier to use something more like this is called the stick. It's a different type of roller, but you can also use a broomstick that you throw a cardboard piece of a paper towel holder inside of it so that it has a little bit of rolling capabilities. You can use a wooden dowel. You can use a rolling pin that you use for baking. But the idea here is to get some fresh blood into those tissues. The short, tight fibers that develop over time, or what are called trigger points or knots in the muscle, if we work through those and massage those out, it'll elongate the muscle itself so that it has a more functional, healthy muscle. What I instruct to do is to take the pressure off whatever leg you're going to be stretching out here or rolling out. I put my foot up onto something. What I always instruct people to do is roll towards the heart, so you're bringing the blood back out of the lower extremity here. We're going to take the roller from low to high and just really gently roll at first until we find some areas that there's some knots or some trigger points in. When we find those areas there, we'll stop into those areas, gently massage those, putting the pressure on towards the heart each time and loosening up those trigger points. After we get those nice and loosened up, we can go back to more stretching. You can use any household item. You can use a belt, a pillowcase, a towel. I'm using just a really simple strap that is used to hold a massage stuff together. What we're doing here is we're going to put the affected leg up. Obviously, I'd like you to stretch both sides. We're going to cross the strap over sort of the balls of the foot here, not over the toe, but down over the balls of the foot. And in this case, what we're going to do is just keeping the leg extended, we're just going to gently pull back onto that so it stretches out that calf real well. We're going to hold any stretch for 30 to 60 seconds, making a lot of effort to consciously relax that muscle and get everything to calm down so that it can elongate over time. What I also say to people is, hey, if you're doing this stretch and you want to stretch the hamstring out also, we're going to keep the leg straight, keep the back straight, and bend at the hips a little bit forward. You can start to feel some hamstring stretching there too, because everybody that's having tight calves usually has some tight hamstrings going on also. So after we stretch that out a bit, one of the other more advanced things that we can do is the stair stretch. Since there's no stairs in my office here, what I can use is a book. This is just a ream of paper. And what we're going to do with that is just place that on the floor, and we are going to use it to put our foot onto. And when we put our foot onto it here, you can see that my heel goes down. It already brings my toe up towards me a little bit, stretching out the calf just by standing on it. And what I'm going to do with that, I like to grab a hold of the wall again. I'm going to stretch by bringing my body back across that, and you'll feel a nice deep stretch into that. If you're on a stair and you want to be a little bit more advanced, you can put your toes on the stair and just drop the heel while hanging under the railings, drop the heel towards the stair below and get a deep stretch there. Now, the calf is made out of two muscles here. It's called gastrocnemius and soleus. Now, you don't have to remember those names, but what you have to remember is one of them crosses the knee and one doesn't. So if we want to get a nice deep stretch into here, what we're going to do is hold this stretch for 30 to 60 seconds with the knee extended like this. And after about 30 to 60 seconds, we're going to just slightly bend the knee. When you slightly bend the knee, you're going to feel that soleus interaction there, where it feels deeper to the tissue there. As we get deeper in there in a different type of muscular stretch, you're going to hold that again for another 30 to 60 seconds to allow that soleus to really stretch out also. So after all of that, if your calves are still feeling tight, there can be some imbalances going on either in the pelvis or in the ankles. Sometimes it's even some low back interaction. So if these help, great. If you're feeling other discomforts while doing these, please give us a call at 804-726-6810. We'd be happy to check you out and see what else we can do to help you. Thank you.